Hey darling, okay. Video number 2. So let's start off on our backs again. Again, pick your posture, everybody. If legs out to the side, feels great. You have that option. If legs knocked in, feels great. You have that option. Let it be passive. If legs are just extended and long, you can go wide with them. You can go hip width distance. You have that option. Arms can extend wide and overhead or down to the side. You can always take one hand to heart, one hand to belly. But allow yourself to come into your practice, into your body, and into your current space. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Two more breaths. Last one, big inhale. Allow yourself to come into some normal breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Always starting off our practice from a space of gratitude. We give gratitude to the universe, just recognizing an energy that's bigger than us that we're still collectively a part of. We give gratitude to this earth. She reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity. We have everything that we need and that we ourselves are more than enough. We give gratitude to the indigenous people of these lands, Salish, Kalispel, Kootenai, Ponderay, Blackfoot, Lakota, Little Shell, Walla Walla, and Nez Perce tribes. Reminding ourselves that gratitude for the people is just the first baby step in us coming into right relationship and doing the right thing. It goes that word and then deed. We give gratitude for this practice. It reminds us that we as human beings are innately good. We're kind and honest, generous and just. We give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice from a space of ahimsa, also known as loving action. We give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, recognizing our and their trials and triumphs, traumas, tribulations and transgressions, and holding ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore from damages that have been done in order to build a peaceful, loving, and liberated world for 7 generations and beyond. And if there's a person or persons, place or places you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, you can draw them into your mind's eye. Take a nice deep inhale and breathe them all the way into your heart center. And then on your exhale, send them love. When you're ready, you can pull your feet and legs up and off the ground and take some big circles through your hips and through your knees. Maybe finding extension through your legs, rocking from one hip to the other, right? Finding any movement, right? I think a lot of times in yoga, it's like draw circles, rock forward and back. My whole thing is get as big, right? And maybe out of alignment with one leg and then the other, right? But finding balance in terms of how you choose to move. Point and flex through your feet. And then put a big bend in the knees and come right into your happy baby. Let it be passive, allow yourself to rock heavy from one side, maybe finding extension as you pull one leg in, one leg out. Finding whatever movement feels best for you. You can can start to work some resistance, pressing hand into foot and finding extension through one leg. Rocking over to the opposite side, bracing yourself with your knee and doing the other. Bring yourself back, press those soles of the feet up, create that resistance in your hips. Check in with your pelvic floor. As you inhale, pelvic floor extends. As you exhale, it pulls up and in. And then send both soles of the feet high to the sky. Point and flex through your toes, stretching out the front part of your feet and shins. So I've been thinking about Handmaid's Tale recently, and how, I think that we think things into existence and we go, this is where we're headed. And I think the better conversation is, this is where we're headed if we don't do anything about it. There's not just this space of, we are able to course correct. And I really hope that people understand that, right? You can course correct by making different choices, and I think that that's where we are in the United States. And I think that that is where we are in our own individual lives. And so we are just a mirror of all of us needing this space of course correction. Go ahead and take your hands back behind your knees and rock and roll on your spine, bringing yourself up and into a simple seat. Crown of the head lifts high. You can close your eyes, so kind of playing around with your own proprioception, so just knowing where your body is at any given amount of time, maybe taking some circles through your seat, so heart and chest pull you forward, hands rest on your knees or on your thighs. As heart pulls you forward, low belly pulls you back. You can sink through your chest, but making sure that you find full expression of both your sinking and pulling back, and then your heart center moving forward. For 3, for 2, and 1, and then take it back the opposite way. Low belly pulls in, heart and chest pull forward. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale, heart and chest moving forward. Inhale, exhale, round. Clear your lungs. Inhale. Breathe into your full belly, into your heart and chest, and into your throat. Exhale. Clear your lungs completely as you round into yourself, and then inhale. Heart and chest pull you forward, and then exhale, bring yourself back into your center line. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, flip your palms, press down and come down and onto your right hand as your left arm reaches up and over. Roll open here through the heart and the chest. Reach to the fingertips. Take the hand back behind you as you pull your right shoulder back and your heart and your chest lift. Hold for 3, 2, 1, release, arm comes high. Exhale, spin yourself through to your center. Same thing on that opposite side. Reach to the fingertips, roll open through the heart and the chest. Hold for 3, 2, 1, flip the palm, take it back behind you, roll back through the shoulder. Maybe take your gaze out past your shoulder. Try not to strain through your neck. You're pulling your chin forward as you pulling back through the right hand side of your neck. For 3, 2, 1, release your head and neck first, and then sweep that arm up and over, reach. For 3, 2, 1, pull yourself all the way back to your center. Roll over your knees and shins and bring yourself into a tabletop. Wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Exhale, pressing around and squeeze into yourself. Inhale, heart and chest pull you forward. Exhale, pressing around and squeeze. Inhale, heart and chest draw you forward again. Exhale, pressing around and squeeze. And then create that resistance in this posture by pulling back through your wrists and pull forward with your knees, tops of your feet press into the earth. Exhale, pressing around. Inhale. Heart and chest drag forward as your wrists and your knees try to pull towards one another. Exhale. Knit your ribs together as you round into yourself. Head hangs super heavy. Keep pressing into your palms. And then inhale. Heart and chest pull forward. Let's go one more round. Exhale, pressing around and squeeze. Inhale, pull yourself up and through. Exhale. Bring your left hand underneath your face, right hand to the sky, and then sweep that right arm through. Thread the needle. Keep your hips pulling back to your center line as that left hand is outside of your face. You can extend back through your left leg. If you choose, if you want to, you can swing your left leg out towards your right hand, but you're mindful of your adductors and your hips in this one, right? Essentially where you're gonna feel the majority of the tug and pull, most likely with an extended leg, is in your knee. So let that be your gauge. Think about rolling open and close through the hip with the leg extended. Even if the leg isn't, maybe you can play around with the shifting back and forth of your hips as you breathe into your right palm. Hold and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Press that left hand back down next to your right cheek. Swing your left knee back underneath you, extended, and press yourself back. Do a couple rounds of passive cat-cows. Exhale, and then inhale. And then same thing on that second side, everybody. I'm gonna flip, you don't have to. Right hand underneath your face, left hand high to the sky, and then thread the needle down and through. Hand can serve as a pillow underneath your head. You can also take it offside of the mat, pressing and looking up past the shoulder, reaching through the fingertips. If this feels good, if you wanted to do the rock from your hips, right? Pulling one hip forward, pulling the opposite hip back, trying to find the resistance, right? From one hip to the other as you shift and move. You can extend your right leg back. You can also swing it out to the side. Same thing, you're mindful of the inside of the knee, but you can start to kind of move and shift through the hip, right? Make sure that the leg is stabilized and the knee doesn't feel like it's tweaking in one direction or the other. Breathe into the outside of the leg, into the outside of the foot, and into the left palm and fingertips. Right hand can still be next to the face. It can also come around your low back. It can be extended out to the top of the mat. Hold and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Swing that knee back in. Take the hand underneath or next to the cheek and press yourself up. Exhale, pressing around and squeeze. Inhale, heart and chest move you forward. Take your sit bones back down towards your heels. Inhale, arms come high overhead. Exhale, turn and twist to your right. Try to bring your shoulders into alignment as you look out past your right shoulder. Left shoulder pulls forward through the heart and chest. Right shoulder blade rolls back. Breathe into the side of the neck. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. Inhale, arms come high. Same thing on that second side. Hand to the outside of the knee, lift through the head. Roll back and down through the shoulder. Hold here and breathe deep into the base of the belly. For 3. Left shoulder blade pulls back. Right heart and chest roll forward for 2. And 1. Slowly release. Bring yourself back to your center. Arms come high. Hands in prayer overhead. Engage your low belly. You're pulling back through the hips, engaging through your low belly, pressing into your palms.
creating resistance on either side of the body. Pinky fingers hit, your sit bones back towards your heels, and you allow yourself to rock back and forth side to side through your hips. If you'd rather take a static hold without a rock, you always have that option. Breathe deep into the base of the belly here. Exhale, pelvic floor pulls up and in. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor pulls up and in. On the next inhale, press into your palms, pull yourself all the way up, 10 through the arms, and then close it up. Legs rock out to the side, they come down and out and in front of you. Pull your seat back behind you, inhale, arms high. Exhale with a little bend in the knees, just let yourself fold forward. You're checking in with your alignment of the hip bones. You're flexing your toes in towards your face. Your knees are slightly bent. You're activating your quads because you're stretching through your hamstrings. If you feel a really big stretch in your hamstrings, most likely your quads aren't activated enough. Activate them more. Hug them into the hip and onto the femur bone. Pull yourself forward. Drop down through your elbows. Roll your shoulder blades down and back. And keep aiming the crown of the head towards the tops of the feet. Breathe into your pelvic floor. Right, your air will help create release. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly sit yourself up. Scoot your seat forward. Let yourself come all the way down and onto your back. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then let the legs come all the way down to the end of the mat. Toes flap out to the side. You can take one hand to heart and one hand to belly. The sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in me sees, honors, and reflects the sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in each of you, collectively in all of us. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today and for trusting me with your bodies, hearts, spirits, minds, and souls. And when you do leave your space, be sure to go in peace. And remember to serve love always, because love is the main ingredient. And it's our only pathway to liberation. Thanks so much, y'all. See you in the next.